Hello everybody, it's Bea from Bespoke Crafts and welcome to my channel. Today's card is it's a celebration card using the aperture die here, which is D190348, and the champagne bowl with the champagne bottles, corkscrew and the two glasses, and this is D240317. I buy my Gummiapan dies and other bits and pieces from miserprint.co.uk. They're based up in, I'm sure it's Glasgow. That's Matthew and Anne. Really good company to buy from. Delivery's always really quick. And if you message them, they get back to you straight away. They are really good. So yeah, if you're in the UK or surrounding, that's where I get mine from, but obviously you can go to gummiapan.com as well, where they're in Sweden. So this celebration card, I decided to use the negatives rather than the aperture itself, so I've got a twofer there. It is quite a simple card, but that's all I wanted it to be, and just with some gilding flakes on, and just rubbing it on, but I'll show you that in the video. If you're watching the video and you haven't yet subscribed, will you please consider doing so? It does help my channel, as well as liking, commenting, sharing, and also click the notification bell as well, and then you'll be informed when my videos come out. I do try and do 3 a week, but I've been a little bit lax of late, so I'm going to try and pull that back in again. So yeah, if you're watching the intro and you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. And I'm now going to go off and do the editing for the video. Okay, I shall talk to you in a little second. Hello everybody. Right, for the card I've actually cut out the bits where I've cut out all the images. So I'm just using these metallic paints. They're absolutely gorgeous. They really are vibrant. And I'm using the silver, the really deep gold, and the purple. And I'm putting the purple on after I've done this layer of silver, just to see if I can get some more depth, because there isn't a black on there. But they've got a beautiful shimmer to them with the mica that's in them. They are really lovely. So what I've done is I cut out 2 of the bowls, and I've cut the top half of the bowl out and the base of the bowl out on the second one, and that's how I'm going to layer them up, which you'll see in a minute. That's me just adding some purple now, just to add a little bit more shading in there. Like I say, it's a shame there isn't a black in there, but I didn't want it over dark. Well, you can't get much more darker than black, can you? But I would only put a light covering of it. So yeah, they are a lovely colour. I don't know where I got them from actually. There are some really expensive ones that I saw. And you buy them in like little cubes like this, but they were about £60–70 for a set of probably about 16, the same as this. 20 there, but I think there was 16 in the other one. So that unfortunately is out of my budget for something that I don't use that often. So yeah, now I'm using the darker gold on it, just to add that extra definition to the piece. So this is Monty now wandering around looking for his supper. We have it is absolutely chucked it down in North Lincolnshire. It is absolutely sailed it down nearly all day. Today's Saturday. So yeah, it's been absolutely horrific. Tumble dryer's been out. Right, I'm just going to put my computer back on charge. So as you can see, I put quite a few layers of the paint on. I didn't really need it. I just did it. It's just trying to blend that colour in for the shading. So excuse me sniffing. So I decided to do this card. It was a celebration card. It can be either for excuse me, a wedding or an anniversary. I haven't put a sentiment on it as yet because I just want to wait for the opportunity to send the card. So I've also done the bottle, and I've taken 2 of the bottles, and I've just taken off the top of the bottle, which I'll show you in a minute. I'm just sticking these bits down using Gina Connect glue, and I think I'm going to show you it in a minute. And there you go, really shimmery, as you can see. So yeah, now we're going to get to the bottle, putting the cork off the bottle with it in a champagne bottle, and then I'm going to get the corkscrew and just cut the handle off. So I'm just going to use that as to layer up as well. And again, just using the colours again, I'm going to do the corkscrewy bit in the silver. Bits are so tiny once you cut them down. And for the cork, I'm going to use the gold, because it has the gold foil on it, doesn't it? And then I'm just going to pull in the little handle, which you'll see there what it is. I'm sorry I use white paper. I just get the glare off my mat, off my glass mat. So it's not much good when it's paper, but you can see it come to the light when you've got the colours on them. So I'm just using a green for the bottle itself. And I will be putting a little label on there as well. And I just cut a piece of card up and put that over the centre of it, and just do some squiggly lines on it so it looks like it's got writing on it. So that's them 2 bits done. So now I've just got the glasses to do. I've taken the top off it, touching it before it's dried. Excuse me. So I'll just pop that back on again. Please subscribe. Also, can you make sure you check your subscriptions for me, please? So with the glasses, I've got all my battery pack packed up. So you didn't see that, but I just used a very, very pale grey. I used CG 002, which is the cool grey 2, just to put a little bit of shading on. So again, I'm using the Cosmic Shimmer. It's the Warm Sunrise Gilding Flakes, and all I'm doing is putting a little bit of the Connect glue down, and then just placing the foil bits on it, using both colours, but just leaving them to dry and then rubbing them off. And I literally only going around the negatives. I don't think I mentioned that, did I? When I cut the aperture out, I decided rather than just using the aperture itself, I was going to use the negatives. So I've placed them on the card in the same shape as the die cut itself. So I'm using that. So I've got a 2 for there. I think I probably mentioned it in the intro. I think I did. So apologies for repeating myself. So yeah, this is actually a very therapeutic. Although I do get very, very sticky glittery fingers. And once I've dusted one lot off, I've gone over again with other parts, adding a little bit more. Dog's trying to get through. She's going to hang herself on the. Try now. She's trying to get under my desk. Oh, my cable was there. So now just sticking the die cuts down on, and I put it on a. I put the panel on a matte layer just in white cardstock. The matte layer is 5 1/4 by 5 1/4, and I think the panel itself was 4 1/2 by 4 1/2, if I think rightly, because my card base itself is going to be 5 7/8 by 5 7/8. So just sticking it down. I've also put Spectrum Wear glossy highlights on the bottle and on the glasses as well. But again, like I say, my charger went flat, and it doesn't. You don't know. It just turns everything off. So I lost that footage. I'm just going to mount up double-sided foam tape, and pop it down on the panel. Now you'll see me in a minute going back to this piece of card that I've done. I was just messing about, and I must have picked this piece of card up as a matte layer about 4 or 5 times. There, just getting back to the card there, I'm just putting glue down just to give you that little bit of wriggle room when you stick it down, because if you don't, the foam tape just sticks straight away. So there we go. I've made this card, and I just keep putting it down and picking it up. I was determined I was going to use it, and then decided that I wasn't. So we'll just put it on the card panel now. I think putting on the foam tape just gives it a little bit more interest. Using Collall glue to stick it down. And there is today's Gummiapan celebration card. So thanks for watching, everybody. And I was going to say bye for now. I'll see you for the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye for now. Bye.